everybody. Welcome back to another episode, whatever it's going to turn out to be. I'm in my backyard on the deck in the cold, and it's been a while since I've been outside. The last weekend was very warm, didn't make it out ice fishing. I did get some new equipment, a couple of new tip-ups and some things we're going to try hopefully this weekend, but the forecast right now is still for pretty warm weather on the weekend, but hopefully we'll make it out for at least a few hours on Saturday, and if we have any luck and actually pull in some fish, I'll take a video of that. So what I've been trying to think of doing in the meantime is, I've posted a few videos looking at minerals and those little thumbnail minerals using my little microscope, and the viewership on those are really low, so probably not the best idea for a video. So I've got a lot of other minerals that are regular size, hand size specimens that the microscope doesn't work on, and I've not tried using this GoPro, and I've not tried using my phone or something that I can get a regular picture of or a movie of. So I'm going to try that. We'll see how it turns out. So I guess if you're watching this right now, then it was some kind of a success, and I decided to go ahead with it. So that's what we're going to do, is look at some minerals from around the Black Hills out of my collection, and maybe look at some from different parts of the world as well. So as you can see in the background, we got a little bit of snow today, not much. Just kind of a dusting, a little bit on the grass is all, not much. But, take what you can get. We've had some decent snows in October. We had 2 snows here in October that were 8 and 9 inches each. We had 4 to 6 inches over Christmas. And then it's been pretty bleak since then. A couple of little dustings, and this today is another dusting. So anyway, we'll go down and try to look at some minerals and see how that works out. So see you in a second. Okay, I'm down in my office and have a few boxes of stuff sitting out here. So we'll see how this camera does focusing on some hand specimens. So the first box I pulled out is a box of hand samples of Smokey Quartz crystals that I collected back in the 70s over in the Bear Lodge Mountains, which is the northwest extension of the Black Hills in Wyoming, so the Devil's Tower area. And that area over there has got a lot of volcanic rock in it, and when the volcanic rock comes to the surface and is doing its thing, it has a lot of gases in it, and so it creates a lot of pockets and hollow spaces in the rock as it cools, and then later fluids, groundwater percolating through that carries dissolved minerals with it, and when it hits those pockets, if the conditions are right, it will precipitate out and form crystals. And one of the crystals that were formed and quite common up there is quartz. So just plain quartz crystals. Smoky quartz then is like very dark brown or black quartz, and it gets that way from bombardment by the radiation that's in sunlight, and that turns it to a dark color. And so these were collected by using a 2.5-pound sledgehammer and a chisel, and busting the rock outcrops until you come upon these little vugs or cavities, and fortunately for me, we found quite a few of them that were lined with really beautiful quartz, smoky quartz crystals with either a calcite or a silica coating on the outside that kind of gives it a milky covering, if you will, a coating. So let me turn the camera around here and let's see if we can see these. So here's my box. Try to have a white background. Here's smoky quartz crystals. You can see the nice terminated quartz. They've got, again, a white coating on it, kind of like a rind, and I put some acid on it. It doesn't fizz, so I think it's a silica So it's a solid silica coating on it. Let's see what else is in here. That's what the rock looks like. You can see the quartz in it. And then you keep turning it and you get to a vug space, and there's the crystals. This one is pretty cool because it's got a freestanding crystal down there on the edge with a whole pocket of crystals in it. I have no idea if this is showing up or not. It doesn't look that hot in the viewfinder, but one thing I've learned about this GoPro is that it might not look that great, but it in the viewfinder, but it turns out okay. So another one, you can just see all the, the quartz crystals in there. Really nice terminated crystal faces. These are real beautiful quartz crystals in here. Then this one, you can see the rock is just, the volcanic rock, and you keep turning it around, and then there's a pocket, there's a vug, and then lined with the crystals in there, and a lot of them are coated with that white kind of milky color silica or quartz. So anyway, that's Smokey Quartz. Hopefully it'll show up. Okay, the next box that I pulled out says, whoops, let's turn around so I can read it. It says gold in rock from Homestake Mine, Leeds, South Dakota, taken December 1978, June 1979 at the 4,400, the 4,850, and the 5,900 foot level. And so these are actual ore samples taken from ore zone. And there's typical Homestake formation with a quartz vein. Got another piece that was not in the box, but it was collected down there as well. This is arsenopyrite, which is, and it's almost solid. So this is an indicator, usually an accessory, an indicator of gold. This is really dense, really heavy. It's almost solid metal. Then these samples are is chlorite schist, and it's just from the Homestake formation. It's the ore rock, and this is the material that was mined. Gold is finely disseminated throughout this. This has grunerite, which you can see right here, which kind of is needle-like splays. You can see them down right over here and right in here, and there's actually free gold in here. I know I'm not going to be able to see it through the GoPro, but there is gold in here. I will try to get a picture of it with my little microscope and see if we can see it. But here's chalcopyrite again, good metals in here. So in a mine, we talk about mineralization. If it's mineralized, if it's just rock like this, that's non-mineralized. But if it has these metals associated with it like this, and this really heavy chalcopyrite, then and arsenopyrite, then those are metals and are good indicators that gold might be nearby. All right, so that's a peek at some Smokey Quartz from the Bear Lodge Mountain here in the Black Hills, and from gold samples from down in Homestake. I should say former Homestake mine. It's no longer an active mine. So, those were hand samples collected by me way back when I was in college. So, if you like this, let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Share this with your friends that might have an interest in minerals or whatever of the Black Hills. And I'll see you on the next one. See ya. Oh, thanks for watching. See ya.